All right, Shalom. This is your brother Shamak out of the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started with the lesson, I want to give all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to our sincere brothers pushing, teaching the truth all around the four corners of the world. And Shalom to all you sincere listeners and you sincere believers. Okay, here with the lesson concerning the travel ban restrictions. All right, ultimately proving and including that this is a part of biblical prophecy. All right, why do I say that? Because these times right now that are happening were already foretold within the Holy Bible. Were already foretold and written in the scriptures. Okay, that's what lets us know that the Bible is factual, that the Bible is true, and no other books tells you of the times that are happening right now. No other book can tell you that. All right, but this is the article. It says from the CSAT.com. If I'm saying that correctly, it says Saudi Arabia to impose 3-year travel ban for those traveling to red listed countries. All right, and everyone in the world today knows what this is surrounded around. It's no reason to go into depth in that point. But I did want to just get a list or include the countries that are involved, and then also mention that with this travel ban, these such things are it's minor right now. It's minor as of right now. But we understand, for an example, last year with the relating to the sports or the shutdown of the sports, that truly happened overnight, man. It happened in one day. You had the NBA shutdown. You had NFL or NFL. I'm not. Well, that they were already out of season. Okay, but you had soccer shutdown. You had baseball. All right, these sports shut down in one day. All right, so when you see these travel bans, don't ignore the signs. Okay, these things, prophecy can increase quickly. These times can increase quickly, and these travel bans, just because it's country to country as of now, it's easy going to go state to state, this side of town to that side of town. These lockdowns and checkpoints are going to get real, man. All right, these times are written in the Bible. All right, so they're going to escalate. They're going to reach their peak. They're going to reach the climax, all right? The highest point of tribulation, man, of trouble, okay? And that's what these lockdowns and these checkpoints and these travel bans are going to bring, all right? Trouble, okay? But this is, it says, with the article here, it says, on July 17th, the kingdom has banned the direct entry Esperites from 13 countries, which are India, Pakistan, Indonesia, Egypt, Turkey, Argentina, Brazil, South Africa, Afghanistan, Ethiopia, Vietnam, United Arab Emirates, and Lebanon. All right, so they let you know that the banning of all these countries of travel. They let you know that the times are increasing. These times are getting more and more serious, man. And now we have or Esau, the so-called white man, the great deceiver and the devil. Has announced I'm not even gonna say the word. Was surrounding around D. Concerning it starts with a D, but now they're bringing upon that narrative, man. All right, and then look, and you still have U.S. United States, having travel restrictions against certain countries, man. It says U.S. intends, and this is from July 26th, so this is very recent. These are still in today's in everyday basis news, man. All right, it says the United States intends to keep travel restrictions in place against UK. European countries. All right, so these travel bans are going to increase. All right, just because you see it's country to country as of now, they're going to increase. All right, we understand it's not far fetched, man. They're going to go state to state. They're going to go city to city. All right, because the government is going to want full control over the people, over the population. All right, so this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14, and this is why the scriptures in the books of the Apocrypha that were taken out of the Bible, okay, which are a part of the Bible. Okay, that's why prophecy is written in detail, man. All right, it's 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. See, woe would mean a destruction. So it's not, these times that we're living in right now. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be full of living your best life. That's not what the case is going to be. Verse 15 says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. So in these travel ban restrictions, this is just one. I'm just bringing upon one aspect. All right. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So this going to cause uprising of the people as well. All right, along with other things, many other things. All right. Verse 16 says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." Because once that pressure is applied, once these lockdowns start happening, once the military and armed forces start implementing checkpoints and whatnot, people are going to start uprising against the government. Sedition. That's where you're going to have sedition and invading one another. All right. Because of the lack of resources. It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Not going to give a damn about the government, what the government has to say. And this is going to be taking place worldwide. All right. Because these travel bans, you see the restrictions are worldwide. All right. All these things are going to be, this not going to be, these such things are not just going to be happening in America, not just in Germany, not just in Jamaica. No, worldwide, man. All right. Because this word is going out worldwide. This word is being prophesied worldwide. So these such things are going to be taking place worldwide. All right. But it continues on, it says, "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Verse 17. This lets you know, this scripture here seems simple, but it covers so much, man. Verse 17 says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." There goes your proof of lockdowns. There goes your proof of checkpoints right there in the Holy Bible, man. All right. There goes your proof of travel ban restrictions. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." All right. This is in the time. These are the times we're living in right now. Because what is the context? When you continue to read on in the next verse, it says, verse 18, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." These are the times we're living in right now. Okay, and what happened during that last in 2020 when they first did the lockdown, stay at home, take care of yourselves, in an isolated area, 14 days, 7 days, this and that. People were nervous, man. People were worried all the time. People were, truly panicking, so that's why I said men shall be afraid. People are going to be afraid. And that was something very light. That truly wasn't even anything, man. All right. Verse 19 says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." See, this is a great tribulation going to be on the earth, man. Struggling times for the masses of the people. Lack of bread is going to be lack of resources, man. All right, lack of food and water. Okay, this is not going to be a pretty time for the masses of the people. Okay, and I'm just relating the travel ban restrictions to one aspect of prophecy. Okay. But we go to the next chapter, 2nd Ezra 16. We'll go down to verse 27 should do it. This is 2nd Ezra 16 verse 27. Also relating this to lockdown, checkpoints, and prophecy basically increasing. Just because it hasn't hit or it seems minor as of now, man, it can quickly and speedily increase. In a blink of an eye, man. Blink of an eye. Just as I brought that example or that relation to the sports, the shutdown of sports last year, in 2020, with that shutdown happened in one day. All right, so these prophecies can just elevate with a quickness. All right, so this 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 27, "So that the one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice." All right, this is going to also happen through the famine of the word. All right, because people are going to desire to hear the word of the Lord, man. People want desire to want answers in these troubling times. That's going to be one of the main things people are going to be searching for. Answers, advice. They're going to need what? Deliverance, safety, healings. All right, from the men of the Lord. Okay. It says, verse 28 says, "For a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of it filled, which shall hide themselves in thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks." Okay, and I also want to go down verse 35. Okay, it says verse 35 says, "Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord." So this is this word and these warnings truly go out for those that are sincere, those that are truly humble, that are able to receive the word of the Lord. It's not truly for everybody, man. This word, this truth, this warnings are not for everybody, man, because the ones that truly ignore the warnings, they're meant to be taken by him, man. They're meant to be put to death by him. Okay. All right, but verse 36 of the 16th chapter says, "Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold," verse 37, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." And this is going to be evils, man. These lockdowns, that's not a light thing, man. All right, they draw nigh. When I'm just relating this to the article. All right. When we're just witnessing and seeing these travel ban restrictions in the U.S., having their restrictions against European countries, hey, these plagues, these evils draw nigh, and they're not slack. They're happening. You know, they're not going to slow down. They're not going to just, start over or go back to normal. That's not going to happen. All right. Verse 38, as this goes into an example, it says, verse 38 says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month, bringing forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains could pass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slacken at a moment. So that's why that's a great scriptural example, because just as a child is about to be born, there's no way around that pain. You just don't get to start over back at the first month and just go through some minor contractions. No, this is about to be the full throttle. That's what, and these are the times we're living in right now. That's why we bring upon. That's why we relate the scriptures to the articles. We relate current events to the prophecies. Because that's what's factual, and that proves to you that we're living in these last days. That proves to you that the Bible did foretell these times that we're living in right now. Okay, well, verse 39 says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn. All right, so even with travel alone, man, the people are going to mourn. People love taking these damn facade vacations, posting on media as they're just living it up, especially our people being the Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. All right, but the scriptures say this is not our risk. All right, so you're truly not going to be fully satisfied on this side of the spectrum, man. All right, in Esau's kingdom, in the so-called white man's world. All right, you're not going to be fully satisfied. Okay, we truly do not have any rulership, man. We're being ruled, all right, by Esau, even the so-called white man. We're slavery. Why? Because we disobeyed Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. We disobeyed the law, statutes, commandments that are written in the Holy Bible. That is why. Okay, but it's not going to be forever. Okay, that's why we continue to warn, give out these warnings of prophecies come to pass. Because once these prophecies are fulfilled, the Israelites under Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and King David are going to rule the planet Earth. All right, and that's not fairy tale. That's not some story. That's not some movie. That's about to be reality, man. Okay, but verse 40 says, "Oh my people, hear my word." So when you hear you see these relations, these article relations to the scriptures, man, take heed to them. If our people are able to, okay, but whoever don't, hey, it is what it is. The word still has gone out, man. It says, "Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. Make you ready how? Make your spirit ready. Have your faith built up. Be encouraged in these times. So that we can be prepared to endure. Go through what we have to go through and be delivered, man. All right. It sounds simple, but it's not gonna be so simple. All right. And it says, in those days, evils be even. It says, even, Salaki, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. All right, because when these bad things are happening, man, and the men of the Lord, the servants of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, and other people as well, man, all right, going to be on the move. You're not going to be stagnant. We're not going to be comfortable. All right, we're going to be as pilgrims. We're going to be nomadic. We're going to be travelers, man. Or we're going to be going here and there, here and there, here and there. We're going to be all over the place. All right, because it's going to be dangerous everywhere. Okay, and we're going to see what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has in store for his sincere believers and his elect, man. All right, because he's going to deliver us out of any situation that comes upon us. All right, we just have to do our part and have faith in him. Because if we don't, the Lord doesn't like faith, man. It doesn't please him. All right, so let me end off with that in Hebrews. Let me get that, because that's what it comes down to, faith. That's what's going to get us through these troubling times. All right, so I ended off here with Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. Okay, it reads, "But without faith, it is impossible to please him." All right, so that's what it's going to take. It's going to take belief. It's going to take, confidence. Okay, it's going to take true faith, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, it says, "For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, all right, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." All right. So the effort is there from the prophets. The effort is there from the sincere believers. All right, we're diligently seeking Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We're hastening in the day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, we're looking for the prophecies, man. We're looking for the signs to come to pass. All right, because we know what's at stake. Because we know what's written in the Holy Bible, man. We know what's to come to pass. All right, and we know once those prophecies do come to pass, we know what's next, which is rulership for the Israelites, for the children of Israel. All right, so Lord willing, that lesson was edifying concerning prophecy, concerning those travel ban restrictions. All right, I want to give all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. All right, shalom. Shalom.